Hi, everybody. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson, Coach Stan Van Gundy, and the Hall of Famer Grant Hill here with me at the table, and Allie LaForce reporting from the sidelines. Here's Young. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good. Well, Coach, we know how good Young is offensively, but he gets heavy criticism for his defense.
Yeah, look, and at 6'1", 164 pounds, he has some obvious limitations, Brian, but he's shown improved effort as a defender, and it shows in his defensive rating.
And you have to have that scoring ability on the floor. To the inside, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Hawks will retain possession. Outside Young, 5 on the clock. Three-pointer. Holland with a rebound. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Earlier, I spoke with Nick Nurse. We talked about star guard Trae Young, their biggest problem tonight. Coach said Young is one of the most explosive offensive guys in this league. We want to make him a volume scorer, force Trae into lower percentage looks. Should be a fascinating matchup, BA.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. You know, on paper, this looks like a lopsided matchup, but anything can happen in the NBA, Grant.
That is the truth. I mean, that's why they play the games. One guy gets hot, the team gets cold. That's all it takes to swing the entire outcome of a game.
Now here's Ivy. He's been an important part of this offense, averaging around 22 points a game.
Just finding room to go to work inside. Ivy really relies on his physical abilities to get a close-range shot.
Here's Daniels. Pass to Young. From the arc. The rebound by Embiid.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
Here's Johnson. The drive. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Well, you can't teach the athleticism displayed there by Johnson.
Coach, when you talk about the Atlanta Hawks, you got to start with Trae Young.
One of the most exciting players to watch in the NBA, Brian. He can shoot the ball from anywhere on the floor. He's a great ball handler and one of the most creative passers in the game.
A nice shot by Young.
When Trae Young's running the pick and roll, you just expect good things to happen.
He's all alone.
Talk about taking advantage of the opportunity.
How about the anticipation right there that led to the steal? Then he goes straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Sometimes you just have to throw it up to an athlete and let him do the rest. That's a great finish from Johnson.
The Sixers again can't hit. Wow, potent offense. It's been fun to watch.
Just aggressive and effective, taking it right to the defense.
Here's Rizachet. Outside Young. Can't connect from long distance.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
Here's Ivy. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Oh, one of the better attackers of the rim. Ivy will not be stopped.
Outside Young. Pass to Okongwu. Back to Young. No good, off the front rim.
Yeah, and they hold the lead in spite of his cold shooting night. He has not been able to get it going.
Atlanta leading by 4. And here's Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Well, your goal there has to be to stop Young first, so that'll open up things for other people.
To the paint. Here's Embiid. Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
High post Young. Oh, it's stolen away. Down low. Embiid can't hit. Here's Atlanta with the ball. They're on a 13-4 run. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu.
That's a nice find by Trae Young.
76ers trail by 8. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Pass to Kidd. Now Embiid. Guarded by Okongwu. It's stolen by Okongwu. And a fast break now for the Hawks. Outside Young. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's Atlanta finishing the quarter with an 15. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Hawks.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
Yeah, I also like how they've immediately gotten out in transition. They came to run, and we'll see if they can keep it up.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
When you have an MVP talent in his prime, the focus has to be on winning the title. The Sixers' Joel Embiid said, quote, "The only thing I care about is winning. That takes a lot, and everybody has to contribute. I'm always going to believe in myself. I love the guys that we have. We are going to go and fight every single night."
Great perspective there. Thanks, Allie.
And their shots are dropping with more consistency now.
Philadelphia shooting their third free throw shot of the game. Stand back in your early coaching days, what was the dynamic working with the front office?
Well, I was in good situations, and so you need the coach and the front office in sync, where you're all working toward the same goals and you understand what the process is going to look like.
And how in sync were you when Stan was the coach and Stan was the front office?
We had problems then because the coach didn't like the front office very often, and the front office was always unhappy with the coach.
Nice. Quarter number 2 and about a minute in. There's a screen. Pass to Niang. The three is up. Knocks down the long J.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest.
A nice shot by Ivy.
Look at Ivy attacking the second he has the angle he wants.
It's stolen by Hart. Second quarter, a little over a minute and a half in. Ivy's shot is off. Inside. Oh, stolen by Embiid. Ivy with the ball. Guarded now by Holiday. And that one is stuffed right through.
Oh, elite speed. Ivy will be one of the fastest young players in this league.
Niang outside. Pass to man. To the middle. Niang outside. Just 5 to shoot. On the wing, Holiday. Stolen by Ivy. On the break. Kidd with the bucket.
And you can tell they're in sync right now, expertly turning the steal into fast break points.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Ivy's shot is off. The Hawks leading. Pass to man. Outside Holiday. Curry with it. Here's Gay. Still no points. Hart pulls it in.
Yeah, that's a missed opportunity. Great look. Just couldn't finish.
To the paint. Oh, look out! Joel Embiid with a power jam.
At 7 feet tall, Embiid looks to dunk often, especially when he's got good positioning.
Outside Curry. From outside the arc. Philadelphia grabs the miss. And at home for the next game, it'll be New York pulling in to face them. It'll be the second of 3 straight games on their home floor.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets.
And so it's Quinn Snyder here calling timeout. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. Here's Young. Fearless from Young inside.
Nice work inside from Young. Not afraid of trying his luck down there.
Pass to Whitehead. On the take. Oh, and Johnson with a block.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
And here are the Sixers now, after the Hawks picking up a basket just moments ago. Here's Daniels. Kept alive.
Well, playing his role to perfection, using his size to control the glass for his team.
And he gets it to go. Kidd's got 6 points in the quarter.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense.
.32 seconds left in the first half. 6 to shoot. And here's Okongwu for 3. He drops it from range. Okongwu's got 8.
You like how their perimeter game is building out. They're feeling it right now.
There's 14 seconds left in the first half. Hartenstein. And Hartenstein slams it in.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And, guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Hawks ahead. They lead by 1. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. We've got second half action for you. And if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Now Young. Pass to Okongwu. Here's Johnson. On the wing, Daniels. He buries it from 3. He has 7.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
And, Coach, with Okongwu adding a 3 to his game, it's hard to keep him off the floor now.
It is, Brian, and he can do a lot for a team when he plays. He can now spread out the floor. He can guard multiple positions. But the main thing Okongwu does is he is all over the glass.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
With the game on the line, Ice Trey is dangerous man. Young said, I've been owning the moment my whole life. That's what I do. I've worked too hard to be afraid of the moment. Brian?
Well, Allie, it definitely shows in his play. It's great stuff there. Thank you.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
To the inside. And Hartenstein slams it in.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
There's the screen by Johnson. Outside Young. Oh, Young with the power move.
Yeah, very hot start out of halftime. Making their first 3 shots, getting the looks that they want, and knocking them down.
Pass to Johnson. Tipped away. Now here's Hartenstein. Outside, Green. Now Williams. 4-3. It's rebounded by Rizachet.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Young from long range. The shot no good.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Trae Young. That's his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the 76ers. Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Pass to Ivy. And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
And with the talent and the competitiveness that Ivy has, we're going to see a lot of nights like this in his NBA career. It's just a matter of how many.
Here's Okongwu. Back to Young. Can't cash it in from close range.
Yeah, not his best night in terms of shot selection. Lucky for him, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
Philadelphia shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in this game. All right, Stan, as you look around the league, who stands out as the best perimeter defender right now?
There's so many good ones. OG Anunoby might be the most versatile. Drew Holiday, Derek White, KCP. Don't forget about guys like Aaron Gordon and Herb Jones, also outstanding.
Ivy with the ball. Guarded now by Holiday. They get it back. Holland. Nice work on the boards, paying off with a basket. Holland's got 6.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
Down low to the left side wing. Left side Johnson. Pass to Gay. The kick out to Johnson. Just 5 on the clock. Oh, he tries a 3. The rebound by Embiid. The Sixers trailing. That's going to be over and back. Not watching the line on that one.
Tough one. In a game where every possession is valuable, turnovers can make the difference.
1:11 left to play in the 3rd quarter here. Inside. Here's Daniels. Pass to Gay. Niang outside. To the right side. And here's Holiday. Back to Niang. Arch pulls it in. Close game here in Philadelphia. On the wing, Ivy for the tie. He goes up again, and he lays it in. Holland's gotten 4 this quarter.
I love this game plan. That's 10 points in a row from in close.
Pass to Niang. Here's Rizachet. No made baskets yet. Here's the 3. Oh, the Hawks again cannot hit it. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock.
And Ivy is showing why he was a top 5 pick in 2022. It's great seeing him put it all together like this.
Now here's Niang. To the paint. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Rizachet's got his first 2 points of the night. And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Nine seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Kidd. To the inside. Unbelievable! Embiid bangs it in.
With power. That's how you do it, big fella.
And so it's Quinn Snyder here calling timeout. He wants to review the game plan. You got to like what Jaden Ivey has done in this game.
Well, as a coach, you have to make adjustments to put a stop to all the damage he's doing. The way they've defended him is not cutting it.
Here's Young. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. 3 quarters of play and a close one here.
41. The Hawks, 39.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. Pass to Johnson. There's the triple. Rebound by Philadelphia.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
And now the Hawks on the break. Here's Okongwu. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
A sequence like that really does sting. I'll tell you that much.
Pass to Johnson. Out left to the wing. The 3-ball. Okongwu, no good. The Sixers leading. Here's Kidd. No good with a layup. Left side, Young. Here's Rizachet. Back to Young. 6 on the shot clock. Trey quick on the take. Hart pulls it in. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Okongwu.
He was all over that pass. That's a cautionary tale.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game.
Here's Embiid. Oh, nice job, Embiid.
They have no answer defensively inside.
And a little over a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. Left side, Johnson. Shot clock at 6. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
A wiry athlete, Jalen Johnson. 2 loud points.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the 76ers.
Well, they've clearly been focused on getting the ball inside. And up to this point, the defense has not had an answer.
Yeah, they've also done a great job of running. Attacking when they get the chance. Always a great idea.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
You wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the glass.
Pass to Young. Now Okongwu. Back to Young. Down low. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Yeah, when you look at Trae Young's career numbers, he's got one of the highest assist averages ever. Excellent coverage defensively, making it hard on him.
Right wing. Back to Daniels to take the lead. Can't get the layup. Oh, lots of drama in this game so far.
I'll tell you what, I wouldn't be surprised if it comes down to the final buzzer.
And Embiid throws it down.
One thing you can say about Embiid, he never shrinks from the moment.
Back to Johnson. Pass to Young. Clock at 6. Back to Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams
Yeah, defensively, if you come off someone, Young will find him.
Out to the right wing. Here's Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in. Coming down the stretch. We'll see if someone can capture the lead and hold it.
Yeah, that's been an issue. 5 lead exchanges tonight.
And it's Atlanta's ball. It's a 1-point game. There's the screen by Johnson. And Young, here we go. Three-pointer. Rebound by Philadelphia.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
To the left wing. Okongwu has the open look. Yes!
Whoa, that is as clutch as it gets. Big time play.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
Ivy outside. Fires the three. And he buries it. Oh, a tremendous three. We're tied.
Yeah, what a feed from Ivy. These are the type of passes you love seeing from him.
Pass to Okongwu. There's Young with the three. Oh, he buries it from outside.
Well, I guess that's why they call him Ice Trae. He is cold-blooded.
Over to the left wing. Here's Holland. And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys. Let's hear from our analyst. Give us your take on the strategy being discussed right now.
Tricky situation here. They need some kind of bucket to stay alive.
Yeah, the clock is their enemy, and they know it. We'll see if they go for the tie or try and get a quick one.
And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. Turning here to our analyst. What elements become the primary keys at this point?
Tricky situation here. They need some kind of bucket to stay alive.
Yeah, the clock is their enemy, and they know it. We'll see if they go for the tie or try and get a quick one.
So it's a narrow victory for the Hawks, pulling it out for the W. With the late victory, they upset plenty of these hometown fans.
They really should take this win to heart. When the pressure was on, they stepped up and worked twice as hard to overcome it.
And that'll do it, folks.